What up, Shoreline City Youth? Okay, guys, we are going to ask our amazing pastor, Pastor Earl, 20 questions right now. And I want y'all to get to know him even better. Guys, the truth is, he is a world-renowned preacher. He preaches all over the world, and guess what? He's the most humble dude I've ever met. He's exactly the same on the platform as he is off the platform. So we're gonna ask him 20 questions right now as we walk around the church. Come on, let's do it. Hey, Pastor Earl.
What up?
What you up to?
Listen, don't tell anyone I'm doing this. It is cake. Look at this cake.
That looks delicious.
Who made this?
I have no idea, but it looks really good.
It looks
You gonna
very
grab
good.
a piece?
I'm going to grab a piece.
Okay, awesome.
And this is just going to be between us. No one's going to know about this. Right?
Nobody,
All right.
nobody except all of you is gonna know about it. All right, Pastor Earl,
Talk to me.
are you participating in No Shave November?
What you talking about, Willis?
Duh. I haven't shaved in like 8 months. And this is where kids check in. What happened? We got the middle school room over here. Got the cry room. This is when kids are crying. We let them know. We say, you gotta go into here. This is the room they go into.
Pastor Earl, do you ever go in here to cry?
Okay. Why? Why are you crying? Nothing. You've been crying for the past 20 miles.
No, I haven't.
Okay, here, Pastor Earl, let me grab that cake from you real quick.
Okay, here it is.
Show us the perfect layout.
Oh, the perfect layout. You want old school or you want new school?
Let's do old school and then we'll go new school.
Old school layup is George Gervin.
Wow, yeah, that's old school. Okay, let's see that new school.
New school layup
Oh, you got the follow through on that too. There you got the follow through on that.
I love you guys.
Okay, Pastor Earl, how many times approximately in your lifetime have you made fun of your own name?
I don't have enough hands. The name Earl is a jacked up name. Every kid who's named Earl, though, God's hand is all over your life and we love you very much. But Mom, how could you?
Pastor Earl, what's the favorite thing you like to do with your kids?
Oh my goodness. Well, I got a bunch of things I love doing with them. Wrestling is fun. Movies are fun. Bike rides are the best. Maybe bike rides.
Basketball.
Swimming.
All the things.
All the things.
All right, do you have a nickname?
Here is our White Rock Auditorium. Do I have a nickname? Okay, growing up, my nickname in my neighborhood was Honest Earl.
Honest Earl. That's a good nickname.
Yeah, that was my nickname.
Was it because you were honest?
It was because I was honest.
Amazing.
Yes.
Where is your favorite place to shop?
To shop. Ooh. One, I do not like shopping.
Ooh, okay.
At all.
Are you an online shopper?
No, I am a person that asks his wife to
go.
do the
That's
shopping
good, that's
for
good.
him. But if I had to pick a place where I'm going to love to shop, it's going to be Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, okay. Nike or Adidas? Nike all day.
But I will.
He's Nike everything.
I will
know.
throw some Adidas in. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I love the Harden.
Every now and again. Chick-fil-A or Cane's?
No comment.
No comment.
I'm not going to do that to us. Though that cane sauce is delicious, and the Chick-fil-A sauce, it's a slice of heaven on earth.
You heard it here first. Pastor Earl, what shampoo and conditioner do you use?
Oh my goodness, Pantene. And that's why my hair is so beautiful right here. Look at these eyebrows.
Tell us your best dad joke.
Okay, what do you call someone with no nose and no body?
What?
Nobody knows.
Oh!
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Pastor Earl, what's your Starbucks order?
Starbucks order, hot tea. Sorry guys, nothing spectacular. Hot tea with mint, chamomile, with honey, peppermint. Love all of it.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Ooh, well, it's Jesus' birthday. I'm a pastor. I gotta go Christmas.
Christmas, that's a good call. All right, Pastor Earl, did you want to be a pastor growing up?
I did not know I could be a pastor. I thought I was going to be a preacher. That's what I felt God put on my heart when I was 15 years old. I had like this moment. Actually, I was praying. You don't have to have a big moment like this, but for me, it was kind of this big moment. And then it wasn't until college that I realized, oh, I like being with people and walking with them. And that's when I realized.
That's awesome.
That's what a pastor is.
That's amazing. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Okay, what are you asking for this year for Christmas?
Oh, a trip to someplace with white sandy beaches and a drink that has an umbrella in it, no alcohol, with a little umbrella like in a pineapple. That's what I want. Sitting, tanning. Boom!
Love that. Okay, Pastor Earl, can you show us a TikTok move?
Can I get it out of the closet?
You can.
Let me see. TikTok move. Ho! Can I show you a TikTok move?
Oh, he's got a mop. He's got a mop.
Hey,
Okay.
Ma,
You know how to mop.
don't stop.
Hey, okay. All right, Pastor Earl. Last question of the day. Who is your favorite youth group and why?
Favorite youth group in the entire world, Shoreline City Youth. There is no one like you. God's hand is all over your life. We believe in you so much. You're beautiful inside and out, and cannot wait to see what God does in you and through you. We love you a ton.
Thanks, Pastor Earl.
Thank you, man.
What's up, Shoreline City Youth? My name is Lexi, and I'm so excited that we are in our week 2 of a Humble series. Okay, but I wanted to ask you a question before we hop into all of this. How many of you have downloaded an app recently? I'm sure you have. But whenever you download that app, it's really simple. All you have to do is click like download, then you have to do like your facial ID or your thumbprint, and then you accept the terms and conditions, and boom, it downloads. That's it. It's super simple. And I was thinking about this. How many of you guys ever read the terms and conditions? I doubt any of you are raising your hands right now. I know I am not raising my hand. I never read the terms and conditions ever. Okay, and that's just because it feels like it's a waste of time. You know, who needs to know? I just want the app. Boom, download. But I wanted to show you this video of an experiment that we did here on our staff to see if they would read the terms and conditions. So, take a look. Can you do our video really fast?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, so since we're doing it in the ANC, though, you have to sign this.
Okay. That is hilarious.
Okay, can you give me your shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah, well, they're kind of going to be mine forever now.
What?
Yeah, you just signed this.
No, I didn't read it!
Read it.
By signing here, I'm giving the present person rights to the shoes that I am wearing upon request. What?
Thank you.
Whatever. Take my shoes. I don't even care. I hope they stink.
These are nice.
I hope they stink. I hope you smell them.
They're a little warm. Hey, Lucas.
How's it going?
Can you be in our youth video really quick? Well, I need you to sign this first because it's going to be in my ANC. You don't have to.
And I don't really trust what's happening, but you're here for the
Okay, well, you did already hand this to me, so thank you so much. But you did say by signing here that you would help us with the video. I need you to eat half of this can of jalapenos.
Guys, listen.
You said I agree to eat half of a can of jalapenos in 1 minute while being recorded.
Oh my God, it's a lot. I'm not even a third of it. You want to try some? Oh, really good.
Wow, that, y'all, I feel a little bit bad. I'll be honest with you. I feel a little bit bad that I kind of lied to my team just a little bit for this video, but I wanted to prove a point, okay? And point was proven. No one reads the terms and conditions. Sermon title of today is, guess what? Terms and conditions, baby. That's right, terms and conditions. So I'm going to read to us James chapter 4, verses 6 through 8, which is our base scripture for this series. It says, "And he gives grace generously. As the scriptures say, God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. So humble yourselves before God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come close to God, and God will come close to you. When I read this, I kind of realize that if I ever feel in opposition, it's probably because I'm walking in pride. But it says then, God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. So I wanted to tell y'all, I'm so excited to read this Bible story to you guys. It's kind of crazy what happens. King Nebuchadnezzar is in this story, okay? How it starts off is he's just walking around his kingdom, just walking around on the roof, probably barefooted, got his robe with some gold stitching in it, walking around like a cool dude. He looks over in the distance and he sees his kingdom that he's built. He's seen the city that he's built, and he's just in awe. So he's walking around and he literally looks off at his kingdom and he's like, man, look at what I built, man. This is pretty great. Like, I'm pretty awesome that I built all of this. Like, look at my glory. But we're going to start now in verse 31. God said this to him. Even as the words were on his lips, a voice came from heaven. This is what I decree for you, King Nebuchadnezzar. Your royal authority has been cut off. That's it doesn't really say that, but I kind of put that in my head. Your royal authority has been taken from you. You will be driven away from people, and you will live with the wild animals, and you will eat grass like an ox. Y'all, this is insane right now. Let me give you a little bit of disclaimer right here. God is not going to make you eat grass like a cow if you walk in pride, okay? I promise you he is not going to do that, but it might look a little bit different. Because why? God opposes the proud and he gives grace to the humble. And so maybe if you feel that opposition, maybe you feel in your life like, man, God, last year, I killed it in sports. I killed it in band. Like, I got all of these solos. I became captain of the team. Me and my parents, we became tight. I got all my friends. But then 2020 came. What happened? God, you tore those things from me. I can't even play sports anymore, or I'm not that good anymore. I didn't make the team, or my friends ditched me, or me and my parents don't get along anymore. Whatever, fill in the blank. Maybe we need to stop looking at what we think God did to us, and we need to start looking at what we did to God. Maybe we put our name on this instead of God's name on it. God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. So let me give us some quick signs that you are potentially, or I, am walking in pride. It's a good list for me too. When we say, I did it. Look at me, I did this. Look at me, I know what's best. I don't need to spend time with God. Ooh. I don't need to wake up every morning and, sing worship songs to God. I'm good. God won't care if I blank. God won't care if I do this one time. God won't care if I post this one picture. He won't care if I cheat on my test this one time. It's so that I can get into this program. Not a big deal. I deserve this. And I can't believe I have to do this. Can't believe that my parents are making me do this. I can't believe that they're not letting me go to this party. I can't believe that they don't trust me. I can't believe that I have to do school online. I can't believe this. And so I want to give you some hope though, okay? This message is not to cast stones. This message is not so that you can feel bad about yourself. This message is it is filled with hope. Let me show you. Let's go back to our King Nebuchadnezzar, okay? Remember, he has claws like a raven, hair like a whatever, and then he's eating grass like a cow, okay? So this is what happens. At the end of that time, I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes toward heaven, and my sanity was restored. Then I praised the Most High. I honored and glorified him who lives forever. So he decided, man, at my lowest point, I'm going to give God glory. At my lowest point, I realized it was God who gave it to me. At my lowest point, are you at your lowest point? Have you been at your lowest point in this season? Maybe you should lift your eyes to heaven and realize God's been there the whole time, and he's still Lord over your life. At verse 36, it says this: at the same time that my sanity was restored, my honor and splendor were returned to me for the glory of my kingdom. Everything got given back to him. My advisors and nobles sought me out, and I was restored to my throne and became even greater. Listen to this. It says even greater than before. God actually ended up trusting him with more whenever he humbled him. So listen to me. This is what I'm getting out of this. I feel like God is saying that because in 2020, because of this year, when you got humbled, whenever you had to stay home, away from your friends, away from your school, away from your sports, away from whatever, because you had to get rid of some things in your life, because maybe you had to be around your parents more, whatever it is, because you got humbled, because he's brought you low in this season, we can lift our eyes and say, God, you're so good. And when we do that, when we have that moment to say that, God, I give you everything and I trust you with everything, he says, I'm going to give you more than you ever had before. I'm going to give you more success than you ever had before. I'm going to give you that scholarship that you need to go to college. I'm going to give you that relationship with your parents that you want. I'm going to give you that popularity that you desire. I'm going to give you these things. And I'm not saying to you that it's a playbook. I'm not saying to you that people who love Jesus are rich. People who love Jesus are popular. People who love Jesus are this, and this. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that God, his heart for you is for you to have your heart's desires. Because he puts those desires in your heart as long as they are pure. As long as they are to give him glory and not you glory. Because when we bring ourselves low, when we bring ourselves lower, God in our perspective gets higher. When God gets higher in our eyes, we get to see that the love of Christ and the goodness of our God is even bigger than we ever knew before. And that alone will get you out of bed every day. That alone will cancel your anxiety. That alone will get you out of the rut of depression. That alone will be able to show you that it doesn't matter what I win or what I don't win, that God is good no matter what. It doesn't matter if my parents get back together or they don't, because I've got my God, my King of Kings, my Lord of Lords. And so, God, I humbly lift my hands and say, you're good no matter what. I humble myself before you because God gives grace to the humble. But I want you to take this moment to let God change you for the rest of your life. And I want you to lift your hands and get on your knees because we're about to worship. And I want you to take this time to show God that he is the King and he is the Lord, and to sign the terms and conditions of humility forever now. So let's worship.
For nothing else, and nothing else will do. I just want you, and nothing else, and nothing else will do. I just want you. Oh, nothing else, Lord, and nothing else will do. God, I just want you. Oh, nothing else, Lord. There's nothing else for me, Jesus. Nothing else will do. God, I just want you. Oh, nothing else. Oh, nothing else, Lord. Nothing else will do. I just want you. I just want you, Lord.